Research from DrinkAware, working alongside Andy's Man Club, is telling us that there are many people who are drinking more than they should do in excess of the standard guidelines, which allows for low risk drinking. To tell us more, I'm joined now by CEO of DrinkAware, Karen Tyrell. Good afternoon.
Hello there.
Now, when it comes down to enjoying a drink, when done socially and in limited volumes, and yes, some 14 units a week, we know we're in a low risk zone where alcohol can be enjoyed by most people safely. However, when we are looking at a higher level of consumption and people using alcohol to take away their problems they face on a day-to-day basis, this is where we start to see issues.
Exactly right. And we have done some research that shows that something like 58% of men who are between 45 and 64 years old feel like the people their age group are actually drinking to cope. And so that is something that we want to open up conversations about, basically. So we've worked alongside Andy's Man Club, and we've got our campaign launch today where we're encouraging people just to talk a bit more about their relationship with alcohol and to recognize that much as we are learning to talk more openly about our relationship in terms of mental health, we would like to see some of those conversations open up in terms of our relationship with alcohol as well.
Because overconsumption is often seen as a bit of a laddish thing to do. It's almost been encouraged in some older age groups as being, the way that you do things. And, a swift half is fine, but actually, when you're talking several pints or maybe drinking spirits and wine as a way of numbing the issues that you're having on a day-to-day basis, this is where it starts to hit you hard physically. And of course, that ends up with a further problem on the mental health side of things too.
Exactly right. So alcohol can cause mental health issues, and equally, having mental health issues can mean that people turn to drink. So it's a complex relationship, but actually, what was important is recognizing what the motivation is about why you might be drinking and thinking about how much you actually are drinking. So, what the chief medical officer recommends is that you drink no more than 14 units in a week, and that is around 6 pints of beer or 6 medium glasses of wine. And you should have several days in the week where you don't drink at all. Now, for lots of people, that's exactly what they do, and that's great. But there can be times in life where the pressures of the modern world can get on top of you, and you might find that you're drinking a bit more than that. So at that point, we would be saying, check your drinking from time to time. Come and do a quick check on our website. And try and find some ways to cut down. So that might involve things like planning in advance if you know you're going out. It might be setting yourself some limits, choosing some days in the week where you're not going to drink at all, or it might be swapping out to some low or no alcohol products as a way to still feel part of the conversation and the crowd, but be cutting back on the number of units that you're having in an individual week.
Yeah, 'cause it's all about the units, and with so many good 0% products out there at the moment, it's all very low percentage products. It doesn't have to be just shandy making you a slightly sickly lager these days. It is something you can still enjoy and have a drink that, and if you're drinking for the taste, actually, that you're doing all right so far. But the problem we're having here is people aren't talking about their problems. They're using alcohol to take those problems away, and this is where groups like Andy's Man Club, we've recently had one open in Wolverhampton, and each Monday evening down at the Science Park. They get together, they sit, they talk, and this helps people through the sort of things that are surrounding them and adding pressure to their life. And it could be they need to sit down and talk about the alcohol they're consuming. That could be what is concerning them. But actually, it could be concerns around work, family life, and other things, which having that conversation could start to get them leveled up in their head on what they need to be doing, maybe conversations they need to have outside the group as well, and just spurring people on to talk can make a huge difference. It could be through that conversation. They may go to talk about the problem and then realize actually their drinking is becoming a dependency now, and they may not even have clicked to them before.
Exactly, and I think that demonstrates the power of conversation, really, and to move some of these conversations out into the open. So to be okay talking about alcohol and the part it plays in your life. Is it there, and is it doing you good service? Is it helping you? Is it making your life better? Or has it actually tipped over into a space where it's making things more challenging for you? Are you not following through with family commitments that you may have set? Are you struggling to sleep at night? Are you waking up and feeling slightly the worse for wear one day more often than you might want? There are a number of signals and signs that maybe your alcohol use is getting a little bit outside of your control. And what we would be saying is open up and start talking about that. Use the different types of services, the mental health services and the alcohol services that are available across the country. And do go along if you are worried and talk to somebody like Andy's Man Club, or if you think your problem is more severe, of course, get in touch with your GP.
Mhm. As part of this campaign as well, Chris Kamara has actually put a video out talking around his issues, and you can see that online too, can't you?
Yes, you can, and it's really great to have people like Cami really talking about why it's so important to talk about your feelings. Make that connection with other people because, as we've said, about 60% of people are recognizing that other people are drinking to cope. So this is not an unusual thing that is happening in our society. The more opportunity we've got to talk about things openly, the easier it will be for you or friends or family or those around you to ask for a bit more help and support, and then to take some relatively simple and easy steps just to cut back on how much you're consuming.
Yeah, we've talked around some of those 5 tips. I mean, getting to know your limits, setting your goals, asking for support. Yeah, switching to alcohol-free drinks is another brilliant way of doing it. And so you can still appear to be enjoying a pint, or at least actually enjoying a pint, which is, as I no
Exactly.
alcohol. But then don't give up as well. I mean, celebrate your achievements as well. Find a new little treat that'll help you out too.
Exactly right. And I think noticing some of the small wins can make a really big difference. So it might be that just having a single day when you don't drink at all is a huge step. So celebrate that step. And then also think really carefully about small behavioral changes you can make. So, simple things like choose to have less alcohol in the home, don't have it at eye line in the fridge, for example. There are really simple things that you can do that might reduce the chance of you choosing to have a drink on an individual day.
So check out all the details. Where do we find that drink checker? And of course, all the rest of the advice online.
So please do come along to the Drinkaware website, which is drinkaware.co.uk, or you can go and have a look on Andy's Man Club to find a local group near you.
Absolutely. I know we have Wolverhampton and we have Stafford too. And Wolverhampton is Monday evening, 7 through 9. And you get a cup of tea and a biscuit. What's more to, yeah, and a great
Exactly.
conversation. It all sounds good to me.
Absolutely.
Karen Tyrrell, CEO of Drinkaware, thank you for joining us.
No problem. Nice to meet you.